Okay, this is a rant video. Just give me a minute and I'll start ranting in a second. Let me pull out of here. I'm at the grocery store right now. Went and bought some cigarettes. Alright, so you know how there's certain life lessons that your parents teach you, but then there's some that they don't, and you kind of have to figure it out on your own? Well, today a life lesson was just given to me. Always make sure if you go to the ATM to draw out money, make sure you get a receipt. And the reason why I'm saying this is because my parents, when I was a young adult, I was about 16 or 17 years old, and I started driving on my own. They would give me their card and they would have me go to the ATM for them to draw out money. And they would want me to bring back a receipt only because they wanted to look at it to make sure that I did get out the correct amount. It was a responsibility thing. But then once I got older and I got a job and I got out on my own, I had my own bank account. I didn't have to do that because, I knew, it was my bank account. It was my money. So I knew exactly how much I got out. I could trust myself, and I've been doing that for years. Well, something happened today. I went to get out $130. Now, I had a Wells Fargo account, and I went to Whitaker Bank, so it charged me a $3 fee. So when I got the bank statement, it said that I drew out $133, of course. But here's the problem. The ATM only spit out $90. That's all it gave me. Now here's the thing. I'm not proud to say this. This isn't something that it's not my fault. I'm not a deadbeat dad, but I have to pay child support. Now, the reason why I have to pay child support is because my ex, instead of coming to me asking for because she knows that, if our daughter needs something, I'm going to give her the money for it, But instead of her coming to me and asking me for the money, she figured that, oh, well, if I just haven't paid child support, then I won't have to ask him for the money. I'll just be able to expect it every month. So I was like, okay, I don't really like that, because the thing is if something happens and I'm tight on money and if I'm late, I can get in trouble. But it is what it is. That's just how we do it. So no, I'm not a deadbeat or anything. That's just the way we do it. But anyway, I had to go pay it today, and I haven't really had. The money's been tight this month, but I finally have the money in the bank, and it's the end of the month. Finally when I got the money, October's about over, and I'm paying for October. So today is I was going to do it yesterday, but I didn't have time. I had a bunch of shit on my plate, and I had to go to work, so I didn't have time to go get the money out and go get the money order at the post office and then bring it to the child support office. That's how I have to do it. So I'm like, well, I'm cutting it a little close, but I'll have to do it on the 30th. Oh, well, now I got to do it on the 31st because the ATM didn't spit out the correct amount of money. And I'm so mad about it, and I didn't get a receipt, so I couldn't get the money back. That's never happened to me, and I even asked the bank how common that was, because it's never happened. And they said it's very, very unlikely for that to happen very often. It's very uncommon, but it does happen. So what I got to do now, thank God I did have a bank statement on the online banking, so it did prove that I did have the 133. But still, the receipt would have been even better, because that would have been their receipt. So now I gotta wait for this evening when they go to count all the money that was transacted in the ATM, and if it comes up short, then they're gonna get a hold of me and be like, hey, the ATM came up this much short, and we're gonna give you your money back. So that's how that's gonna work. Now, I could have just got it back today if I had a receipt, and I would have been able to pay my child support. But no, gotta wait until tomorrow because I don't have time for this shit, and I gotta go to work. So I'm really pissed about it, and that's my rant. So that was a life lesson. Always get your receipts, because even though if the ATM has never done that to you and never gave you the wrong amount, it can happen. Definitely. So yeah, that's my rant video, and that was my lesson learned today. So goodbye.